Well, it's a beautiful sunny afternoon here out on the porch. Wanted to shoot a video to tell you a couple things. Obviously a lot's gone on. By the way, Happy New Year to everybody. Glad that one's over. A lot of you are aware of my situation. That was 2020 sucked for more than one reason, but glad that's over. I thought I'd share a couple thoughts about what I love and what I hate about this space and or crypto Twitter. I put out a post last night that I'm sure quite a few of you have seen, but where I just said I'm tired of it. I'm tired of all of it. There's so many theories and conspiracies about everything. The lawsuit, Ripple's lawsuit, Jesara, quantum computing, quantum financial system, voter fraud, the election in general, just a litany and a list of things. And somebody reminded me this morning that you forgot about the aliens. Yeah, the aliens too. There's just so much theory and conspiracy that it's overwhelming, and what I mean is that I love all the ideas. I just wish something would happen. We have all these theories and conspiracies, but we never get the tangible proof that anything's happening. You can wait. And what you also hate is putting out a tweet that, and then you get, a guy with 27 followers trying to tell you, oh, just hang in there, brother. We're waiting for regulation clarity. I love everybody. I really do. But I'll tell you, after 3 years, I think I'm as in the loop as anybody on what we're waiting on. I get it. I follow all of you, and I read everything and don't always respond to everything, but I read everything, and I think I know where we're at. But the reality of it is, if you've seen any of my past videos, you know that I'm the one that will say, whether anybody wants to hear it or not, that we don't know even about Ripple. I think, and I've been known to say, that XRP is a done deal. And in my opinion, it is. This lawsuit is literally just to, the lawsuit, in my mind, is just a way to stop the clock. You may remember 3 weeks ago, we were running up, we were 70 and 90 cents. And all of a sudden there's a lawsuit, and boom, guess what? We're right back down where they've kept us. Now, when do you release that? Whenever you're ready, whenever the timeline works for them. All they got to do is sign the settlement with Ripple, and this thing's done, and off we go back to 90 cents and beyond again. So I think it's a lawsuit that will not only handle clarity, send a message, and all of that, but I think it's deliberate, and it's actually a good thing. But you hate when you get these responses where people are like, trying to give you counsel and advice. And you've never seen me or heard me say ever in any video or any tweet that I would ever sell my XRP. It's not going to happen. I'm in this no matter where it goes, regardless, and I think I know where it goes. So you just want something to happen. It's human nature. If you want to see people, if you just want to get hopium, there's all kinds of, channels and tweets where people are just sharing with you, the latest news article and what have you. If you've been in this space for 10 minutes, you know where we're at. You know what we're waiting on. You know what the deal is. And then there's the only time that there's new news or there's something that you need to hear is when there is new news. Sorry about that. That's just trying to find a way to phrase that. But the reality of it is that it's like the Securities and Exchange Commission's lawsuit. That was new. So everybody needs to talk about that. Everybody now needs to be aware of what's going on there, and we need to stay on top of that. But for the most part, I get it. I think you get it. We all get it. I don't know how many, again, sit here and try to share with you where I'm at. And if you're not affected by this emotionally and all the election campaign and the fraud and the other things, and where we're at, and is Trump in or out of office? I mean, that's a lot. It's a lot for anybody to take in. And then financially, is Ripple going to moon or not? Or are my other digital assets, anything going to take off besides Bitcoin? There's a lot, and you have to deal with it and digest it. And every once in a while, you have to vent. And that's all I did on Twitter last night was vent. Like, man, I'm done with it all. I'm tired of it. It's 2020 sucked. All those categories sucked. I'm just done with it. But I'm not going anywhere. I'm still excited. I'm just anxious. I want it to happen. Quite honestly, I'd like criminals arrested in the thousands. I'd like to see the voter fraud turned around and exposed. I'd like to see criminals exposed. I'd like to see, so many things. Nasara, Jassara, those are wonderful bullet points if that actually happened. But again, we have all these theories and all these conspiracies, but no tangible proof ever seems to come from any of it. And so every once in a while, I'm probably going to tell you what I think and where I'm at, even emotionally. And I think a lot of people would agree that it's a lot. And some people have put, all they had, or maybe even more than they should have, into some of these digital assets, and then to see them not move or roll backwards and what have you, it's emotionally devastating. And to you, I would say I totally identify, I relate, and I think any content creator out there does. But we're here with you. We're with you. I'm with you. And it will turn around. I'm sure of it. So anyway, those are some of the things I really get frustrated and I really hate, because there's so much, and then you can't even vent it, or everybody jumps on, weak hands, and and all the other things that people like to say. And yet I submit to you, I have never said in a tweet or a video anywhere that I would ever sell my digital assets. So that's what I hate. But let me tell you what I do love. What I love is some of the relationships that you can build in this community. And I think we've all developed them, and we have some great ones. One of my newest is a guy that you may know as Dictator Know-It-All. He lives in London. And I'm not really sure how it got started, but he saw a tweet, or I saw a tweet, or what have you, and we shot back a little snarky comment in jest, little laughing emoji and what have you. And now we've kind of got into this thing where we go back and forth. At one point I said, don't make me come over there. But I think there's like a genuine friendship that has kind of built up there. And he's in London and I'm in Arizona. And yet I feel like I could go to London, look him up, we'd go get, a drink at Starbucks, and things would, we'd have a good time. So many friends like that all over the Twitter sphere. And that is a great thing. Relationships and friendships, even without money, that's important. And that's something that everybody should cherish and want to develop and what have you. So I appreciate Dictator Know-It-All. I'm smarter and better looking, sure, it's true, but still I believe in lifting the downtrodden, so I'm going to be his friend. Of course, I told him it'd be $20 a month, but anyway, I'll try to collect later. But it's a good thing. And that's one of the positives that come from this, besides ultimately where this is going. Again, not to dwell on the Ripple lawsuit too much, but the reality of it is when that's settled, it settles it for a lot of other companies and allows this space to really move forward. So, okay, that's my rant, that's my ramble. You guys are awesome. You guys know I had a tough summer, what have you, but I'm back 115%. Life is good. Just anxious to see some great things happen. And maybe they will. Maybe they will, and they'll just come one right after the other. And we'll all be amazed and surprised at the world we live in and the changes that have been made. So, and I mean for the good, not a bad world. So, you guys are awesome. Thanks a bunch. Subscribe if you want to just hear, the reality of where one guy thinks we're at, his emotions, his ups and down swings, and some of it really does go on, and not just a constant, cheerleader, because, that's what you think everybody wants to hear so that, your Google ad plays. So anyway, I'm with you, just telling you what I think and hear and see. So subscribe if you want to, and then follow me on Twitter, XRP Venture, and XRP Venture on YouTube. Appreciate you guys. Have a great day. Bye.